Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis may have just ended whatever chance he had of winning the Republican nomination, and it could be a career backbreaker. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You guys remember back in the 2016 election, there was a certain comment, basket of deplorables, about, quote, half of the Trump voters. Sometimes you're trying to get a point across, and it just doesn't get across the way you want it to. I believe that was the case in 2016, and I believe that was the case here with Ron DeSantis in 2023. I'm a fan of Ron DeSantis. I like him. I think he's done great things in Florida. I think he's been a great governor. I think he'd be a great presidential candidate in 2028. I think he jumped the gun here, and I think if he doesn't back out of this campaign really quickly and endorse former President Trump, it could spell the end of his political career. And I don't want that, and you shouldn't want that either, because as Republicans, this is our bench. This is one of our biggest stars. He was not ready for prime time. I think by anybody's standards, you can see that with all the missteps and miscues in this campaign. He just was not ready for this moment. But that doesn't mean he won't be ready in 2028. But what he said this week, it's going to be hard to get Trump supporters back on board after this. Nancy Mace, who has actually been at odds with President Trump or former President Trump from time to time, even she was furious with what DeSantis said. Let's take a look at it.
We have a strand in our party that views supporting Trump as whether you are a rhino or not. And so you could be the most conservative person since sliced bread. Unless you're kissing his rear end, they will somehow call you a rhino. So you're not rooted in principle. If all we are is listless vessels that's just supposed to follow, whatever happens to come down the pike on Truth Social every morning, that's not going to be a durable movement.
Joining me now to react, South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Congresswoman, thanks so much for joining the program. Look,
good to see you too.
I know you and the former president have differences. I think he even found someone to primary you. But what do you make?
He sure did, and we won, Lawrence. We won big too.
You did, Congresswoman. What do you make of these comments from Ron DeSantis?
I don't know why anyone running for president would put down half of the electorate and identify them, call them listless vessels because they support the former president. And you're right. He and I don't always see eye to eye, but I call it like I see it. Why Ron DeSantis would do that while his numbers are tanking is really beyond me.
It's sad because DeSantis is a political star. And I think that, I don't know, he's going to have to do something to make this go away, to really apologize to the fans of former President Trump. Now, his spokesperson said that the media took it out of context and that he was only talking about Trump and some of Trump's congressional supporters. But that doesn't really help his case, does it? I mean, you're still talking about Trump. People are still fans of Trump. And what's the difference in a congressional supporter and a supporter like we are? What's the difference? It doesn't make sense. I think he needs to really apologize for this, say he misspoke, because I believe he did, and then correct himself. That's the right way to go forward with this. But I really, really want to know what you guys think about this. So please let me know in the comments. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe because that really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.